Welcome back to Bulldog Bart's mock election 2008. And I'm here with 8th grade social studies teacher Beth Barker. Ms. Barker, what did the social studies department do to prepare for this day?
The social studies department decided that we wanted to have a mock election and have students register to vote in as real as possible way. So we had students register through their lunch periods. They had to show their school ID, like adults would have to show their driver's license. So proof of their student involvement here at school and enrollment at school. And then they could fill out a voter registration form. Today, as we vote, we have their voter registration forms and we have those students' names highlighted so we can check off their attendance and they can come in and vote on the computer. Through individual classes, we each have been focusing on the candidates, primarily Obama and McCain, and the students have learned about the two candidates, their personal backgrounds, various issues, had discussions in class. Students have made posters on issues on the various candidates. Some students have done little readings in the 6th grade, created little songs and raps. So I think they've all taken a great interest in it.
All right. How excited do you think the students are about this day?
I think it's probably reflective of our population at large. Some are really excited and very excited to come in and vote. There are a lot of Obama fans. Then again, there are quite a number of McCain fans, so they're really eager to get their vote in. And there are students who are sort of apathetic, like a lot of voters are out there. They didn't register to vote because they didn't have their ID or they forgot it that day. A lot of last-minute students today, can I go ahead and vote anyway? No, because registration is closed, just like it was for us on October 4th. So we're seeing a little bit of both.
Okay, what do you plan on doing after the results come in? Do you plan on analyzing them with your students and try to figure out what's going on and how that might reflect the national election?
Yes, sir. As soon as you get all of the national mock election tallies in and you're giving us those numbers, we'll play with the numbers and look and see, how many students voted and the percentages, etc. Here at school, the individual classes also have a paper ballot, so I can go back to my classroom now and say, okay, of the students that came in and voted, this is where we stand. So many are for McCain, so many for Obama. So I'm doing each of that individually. And it was interesting because in my first period class, we took a look at the fact that only 1/3 of the class registered to vote, and of the 1/3, several people were absent, a la the absentee ballot system. Sometimes people aren't here to vote, or just even though they're registered, don't vote. Kids who might be in in-school suspension are incarcerated and can't vote. So we talked a little bit about that. My second period class had a 44% voter registration rate. So we focused on that, and that's when some other kids wanted to come in and vote anyway, but registration was closed. So we are playing with those numbers a little bit too.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Woodring, and we thank you for your support because you've been instrumental in doing this and getting us up and running.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and remember, stay tuned to Bulldog Bart's for the most complete coverage of 2008 mock election.